Hello, 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 and thank you for tuning in to Dantian Energy presents numero 56. It is an honor and pleasure to have you here in this moment and in any moment. We get together with Dantian Energy Presents to honor the present moment. Each Dantian Energy Presents is approximately 20 minutes. It begins with a brief introduction and warm-up, then a topic of discussion, next a guided meditation, and then finally some parting wisdom. So let's go ahead and get started with today's tune in and tune up, which is any form of expressive movement you may like. It could be dancing, shaking, tapping, whatever feels good to you. While we introduce today's topic of discussion, colors. May I allow colors? May I appreciate colors? And finally, may I let go of colors? Lovely. Now a moment to set an intention. Is a dedication or purpose for your practice, as well as a moment of stillness. Also, reminding ourselves of this valuable reminder: the real meditation is how you live your life. Sealing these intentions with a deep breath in. Long breath. Colors. What are colors? Well, one definition of color is a phenomena of light. So when we're talking about colors and color, we're talking about something that is the phenomena of light. Often when we talk about colors, we talk about it in terms of hue, lightness, and saturation. So those are three characteristics of light, per se, that we observe of light. And perhaps there's others. Why? Why do we care about light? Well, first and foremost, it is part of our perception. Whether we can completely grasp or perceive it or not, color is a part of our reality. It can also help us achieve understanding. When we begin to see the colors, all the different optics of colors, we start to be able to position ourselves in a more humble position in which we're able to see a broader or a different picture, which leads us to broadening. Though we're limited in our visible light spectrum, color in and of itself is unlimited and infinite in its spectrum and really continuum. So we can kind of begin to see and understand the broadening potential of color. How? How do we learn and learn more of color? Beginning stone foundation of many, not all things, is openness and awareness. And this list may look very similar from last week because but openness and awareness. Beginning from a position of just broadening, allowing, accepting, being open. And then next, engaging with investigation and curiosity. That's when we start the process and the investigation, the inquiry, and the reflection. And then next, and finally, if not always, practice, and play. In approaching it from that angle and that state of mind, because not only will it be more enjoyable, it is more effective. Research supports you will learn whatever we are trying to learn. So in this particular instance, playing and practicing with colors could be a coloring book, or paint, or just simply learning new colors. All great ways to approach color. There is a reason we don't see the world in black and white. And I understand, maybe this isn't an absolute state. However, I really liked the sentiment of it. And I looked up Celery Kemble. I couldn't find a lot. Perhaps maybe an interior designer, which I thought would be an interesting person to have a perspective like this in particular. Yet I'd particularly resonate with this idea. There's a reason we don't see the world in black and white. It reminds me of another statement. If you have moral clarity, then you're not in deep enough. Coloring, meditation. So let's go ahead and get into our guided meditation. Finding ourselves into a comfortable meditative position, whatever that means for you. Your position or posture of meditation may be the focus of your meditation. And we'll begin attending to the senses, seeing the world around us, perceiving our visual fields, allowing, accepting, and appreciating whatever we see in the world around us this very moment. Next, hearing the sounds of our reality, all the distance, now touching, feeling, tuning into sense often blunted out, feeling the cloth on our skin, perhaps our hair, points of contact. Now smelling as many smells as we may be able. And now tasting the tastes in our mouth, allowing, accepting, and appreciating whatever it may be in this very moment. Now attending to our proprioception, our orientation in space. And now our interoception, our inner sense. And as we continue to turn inward, now may be a perfect opportunity to gently close your eyes. Perhaps a gentle, fixed gaze. And let's begin with the foundation of the breath. Simply breathing. Allowing the experience of the breath. No right breath, no wrong breath. Nothing you should be doing, could be doing, would be doing. When the mind wanders, simply guiding attention gently back to the breath, appreciating that awareness in the moment, the capability to move mind. Perhaps now noticing wherever we feel the breath the most. And then expanding our awareness through more of our breath. Feeling it in our head, our chest, our belly. Soft, gentle belly breathing. Feeling the in-breath, the out-breath. Perhaps a moment of stillness. Simple breathing. Experiencing breath. And now, let us introduce to our conscious awareness something new. Let us introduce into conscious awareness color for you. There is no right color or wrong color. Simply introducing into conscious awareness color for you. And now, gently guiding attention back to the breath and the experience of the body breathing. Continuing to expand conscious awareness throughout your breath, throughout your body. Perhaps starting with a brief body scan, beginning with the top of your head, down to your forehead, and your brow, and your cheeks, and your jaw, back of your head, upper part of your neck, middle neck, lower neck, out into your shoulders, feeling the upper arm, down to the elbow, forearm, wrist, hands, fingers, all the way out the tip, flowing all the way back up the arm, feeling the shoulders once again, chest, upper back, ribs, mid back, belly, lower back, pelvis, points of contact, upper legs, knees, lower legs, ankles, feet, and toes. Feeling from your head all the way down to your toes, as much as you are able. You're experiencing any areas of particular sensation. Turning towards those areas now, with an allowance, an acceptance, and an appreciation. And now, directing our attention to an area in our body where we may be feeling nothing. Yes. And now, let's begin to expand our conscious awareness from the feelings of our body to any and all feelings of our conscious, all the complexity of emotion and human experience, turning towards those feelings now with an allowance, an acceptance, and an appreciation for however we are feeling in this very moment. Good. And now, I would like us to reintroduce into conscious awareness something renewed, coloring for you. And this time, I would like you to feel color or coloring. I would like you to feel to color, feel through color, feel about color, feel anything and all things regarding color. Feel the feelings of color for you. And now, noticing how our feelings have changed from one moment to the next, and how that influences our conscious reality. Next, let's engage with mind. Let's first begin by observing mind. Observing any and all characteristics of mind. Any speed of mind, volume of mind, weight of mind, movement of mind. Any and all features or characteristics of mind you may be able to observe. How do we observe mind? Now, using mind, I would like you to bring to mind, in the greatest detail imaginable, color or colors or coloring for you. Imagining all the details of color, visualizing any and all color, imagining, creating, visualizing color for you. Okay. And now, starting with this singular or personal color, let's begin to expand to all of the color in all of the universe. Imagining as much as we are able all of the color in all of the universe. Vast, infinite, complex, interconnected, and unified under a one true nature of being color. Good. And now, just as we brought to conscious awareness color a few times, let us now let color fade to nothing. Color to nothing. To nothing. We'll begin wrapping up this practice with a loving kindness practice. Let's first begin warming up our loving kindness engines by bringing to conscious awareness an object we connect with very easily, and offering loving kindness, which is a personal expression in any way, shape, or form. And now, bringing ourselves into conscious awareness, showering ourselves inside and out with loving kindness. And now, bringing into conscious awareness someone who has helped you recently and offering them loving kindness. And now, bringing into conscious awareness an individual or situation in which you know is having difficulty or challenge and offering them loving kindness. And now, bringing to conscious awareness someone you connect with very deeply and very profoundly and offering them loving kindness. And finally, giving yourself the gratitude challenge, bringing to conscious awareness someone who has influenced your life, which you would not else otherwise take a moment to offer loving kindness. Good. And as we begin to conclude this practice, may we remind ourselves that a plethora of experiences may have arisen throughout the totality of this practice and the entirety of life. May we continue to turn towards those in all experiences, an allowance, an acceptance, and an appreciation, and a due effort to see life as it is. And as we begin to return our conscious awareness to our surroundings, in our environments, in our bodies, in our breath, perhaps finding some gentle movement, may we thank ourselves for taking the time to honor ourselves in the present moment. Thank you. Lovely. And now, for some parting wisdom. Tetsugen, a devotee of Zen in Japan, decided to publish the Sutras, which at that time were not available and were only available in Chinese. The books were to be printed on wood blocks in an edition with 7,000 copies, a tremendous undertaking. Junsen began to travel collecting donations for this purpose. A few sympathizers would give him a few hundred pieces of gold, but most of the time he received only small coins. He thanked each donor with equal gratitude. After 10 years, Tenskun had enough money to begin his task. It just so happened that at that time the Uji River overflowed and famine followed. Tenskun took the funds he had collected for the books and spent them to save others from starvation. He then began the work again of collecting. Several years after, an epidemic spread all over the country. Tenskun again gave away what he had collected to help the people. For a third time, he started his work, and after 20 years, his wish was fulfilled. The printing blocks which he produced, the first edition of the Sutras that can be seen today in Abaku Monastery in Kyoto. The Japanese tell their children that Tenskun made 3 sets of sutras, and that the first 2 invisible sets surpasses even the last. What a wonderful, lovely, wise words. So thank you all for tuning in to Dantian Energy Presents. I hope you enjoyed. I know I do, and every time, truly, truly do. If you got anything out of this, think about liking, commenting, or sharing this video. My goal, our goal, is to connect with as many people as humanly possible. So literally anything you do helps towards that goal, and it is the most beautiful thing and appreciated. So thank you all again for tuning in. I wish you all the best, much love, and best ventures until next time. Take it easy, and adios.